So before I came to North, I would say that the goal of my life was to be happy. I wanted to do things the way I thought that they should be done, and probably similar goals to what most people would have. But there was always this sense of, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decisions? And I remember just thinking a lot, what is the purpose of life? Why am I here? What difference does it make about anything that I do? And that was a little frustrating. And then one day I came to North to meet up with my friend Julie Wrights, and God had other plans in mind, though. He met me there. And in the first couple of weeks, I started to listen to some messages that talked about Christianity in a way that I had never heard it talked about before. I would have told people I was a Christian before, but I didn't really know what that meant and what I really believed. And when I started coming to North, I realized that I was really far away from God and far away from what His purpose for me was. So after the first few weeks, I knew that I wanted to have a relationship with Christ, the kind of relationship that I heard David talk about, and it was something that I just never had heard before. So that kind of launched me on a journey with God that has been really exciting for the last 3 or 4 years. Shortly after coming, I started going to a Bible study on the book of Philippians and met Paul, and was just so admiring of his faith and his willingness to sacrifice everything to spread the gospel, because his love for God and his love for people, and it really made a profound impression on me, and it made me really hunger and thirst for reading more of the Bible. And I remember telling people, I wish I could just take a bath in Scripture and just soak it all up. And so that's just been really exciting for me for the past few years. And so those are ways really that the ministries at North have impacted my life in the past few years in a way that I never would have expected. And so I'm really excited to be able to be a part of what's happening at North, because I want so much for other people to experience what I've been experiencing with God over the past few years. And so since around the beginning of the year, I have been praying that God would grow my faith and trust in Him. And He has faithfully provided a number of opportunities for that to happen. And one of them being this campaign, and really the past couple months, praying really hard about what is it that I should be doing, how should I participate, and what does it mean to really sacrifice and give back to God in a way that's meaningful, knowing that I can never repay Him, I can never thank Him enough, but I want to try. So as I've been praying about it, I've kind of come up with different figures in my mind and struggling with, is this enough? Is it too much? Can I handle it? And what I've realized is that giving my time is a very easy thing for me to do, but being a single mom and with 2 daughters in college, money is hard for me to part with. So this is definitely another step in stretching my faith and my trust in God. Do I really believe in what North is about to embark on? Do I really believe that God is working in this church, and that this is the direction that He wants us to go? And as I continue to pray and meditate on that, I just really wholeheartedly believe that God has been doing wonderful things at North. As I look at my own life and I hear stories of other people, it's an investment in something that's real, that has an eternal impact, not just investing in a retirement fund or investing in the stock market. It's investing in something that has a real purpose and a real meaning. And I guess that's how God has helped me to start to really look at this, is that it's investing in the lives of people the way people have invested in my life, and the way God has invested in me. And I've been coming to a point where I've pretty much settled in on where I think I want to give, and it's a little scary. I'm not really sure how I'm going to manage it, but I really believe that this is where God is leading me, and I'm just so excited to stand back and watch what He's going to do. So at this point, where I've decided to give is to continue with my regular tithe and then give an additional tithe plus a little on top of that. And it's a little bit scary, but at the same time, there is not any better way I could be investing my money than in God's kingdom work that He's going to do through North. And I'm just excited to stand back and watch what He'll do.